So, you guys know and remember the last time that we were here, I talked briefly about um, my own theories and whatnot about the about the upcoming Godzilla anime about a boy that would adapt Godzilla's powers, and I made my own theories about that. I got so many of my theories correct, but one of them was wrong. Yes, only one out of the many that I made. So, as it turns out, that the series actually did strike a deal with Toho, and it's going to be animated by Toei Animation Studio. Two people that I have said does not play fair. But the good news is that while we do have to wait a while, we have to wait until November for the series to come out. I am happy to admit and to acknowledge that the series is actually freaking happening.
All hail the blue one.
Greetings, kids and nerds, and welcome to Universe and White and Nerdy, and yes, the Godzilla anime is actually happening. It has been announced, it is official, this thing is actually coming out, and I am super excited about it. Yet, however, while it was cancelled in 2025, back in February, there was a good reason for it, although it's kind of like one of those, really, you're going with this bullshit kind of category. But here's the thing. It was going to come out in February of 2025, but then was canceled, or not really canceled, but pushed off to the side for right now, and that's mostly because, if you remember 2025, we didn't really have that much Godzilla material that came out at the time. Year before, yes, when we had Godzilla at Khan and New Empire, and when we had Godzilla Minus One. Now, basically the King of the Monsters kind of quieted down for quite a bit. But from what I read and understand, none of the material for the project has been canceled, except for the animation company that used to be, I think it was Orange Animation, is now being changed over to Toei, which I got right. But nothing else had been released about the information prior to this anime, so a bunch of my theories about how the story might go could be correct. Yet the only sad thing is that we have to wait a while for this to be released, and I think that that is a very terrible thing. A good thing, yes, because the more that you make people wait, the more that people get excited about the thing that you're talking about. But unfortunately, sometimes the more that people wait, the more irritated and irksome that they become. So the good news is that this anime is coming, but the bad news is that it's on delay until November of this year. And a lot of you might be scratching your heads and wondering why. Well, it's because if you recall, Godzilla Minus Zero, the new Godzilla Minus One sequel, is coming out in February, not February, November to select theaters. So they want to kind of push this to November, so that way there that people can basically get more excited for this anime that is coming. For me, I am both excited and also irritated by this news. I understand it because they want to do it at the height of popularity for Godzilla to basically make people want more um, material merchandise for this character, and especially they want to test the waters and see how this character handles, especially not just towards Godzilla fans, but also towards anime fans as well. Personally, I am really excited for this anime because it basically combines attributes of things that I already do like, especially with Godzilla, and basically putting him in a new genre that we have never seen before, kind of like the fantasy, sort of like mystical setting up for Godzilla, and we have never seen the Big G in anything like that, so it's pretty interesting to see how they would play out with this, especially if my theory is right and that somehow hopefully they explain it well, is that maybe Godzilla has a son who can adapt his ability, not turn giant kaiju size like his father, but maybe adapt the ability, sort of like I mentioned before, fire breather, and that would be a very interesting idea to adapt that from. I think it's Image Comics, to adapt the fire breather persona into this. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe they could take a whole entire different route and do it the fairy tale thing, where this young boy was raised by Godzilla and can somehow basically adapt his abilities into himself via Natsu Dragneel from fairy tale. All I'm going to say is that we just have to wait um, and see how this goes. But personally, I am extremely excited to see how this all goes and extremely excited to see how this is handled. So far, nothing from what I was reading had been changed. Like the kid's powers are the same, the kid adapting Godzilla's ability is the same. They are trying so hard not to accidentally leak any footage or any ideas right now that people can look at and go, aha, this is what they're doing. They're keeping it so well hidden and under wraps. I have to applaud them for that because usually sometimes when it comes to like projects like these, like movies, anime, animation, even sometimes comic books, they can accidentally leak something and then all of a sudden they're like, oops. And then it's a giant facepalm moment when the entire internet, because the world is basically powered through the internet now these days, is that the entire internet knows what you're doing. The entire internet knows your plans. So there is no, we can escape and go around this. No, you you really can't because the entire internet has already figured out your ideas. But I just wanted to come in here and do this really quick video and announce that yes, this is coming. Why people are still hating on this, I do not know because it hasn't come out yet. But when November comes around, let's just give it a chance and let's just see how well it turns out. Maybe if it has a trailer, I'll do like a trailer reaction to our discussion. Who knows? But I am super excited for this. And yes, I do intend that probably when the series more than likely comes out in DVD because I will be able to basically do a proper review and actually talk about it. So let me know your own opinions on the Godzilla about the Godzilla anime in the comments down below. And if you have seen my previous video where I talked about some of my theories, do you think that some of my theories might be right about this? Let me know also in the comments down below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've got the universe, everyone know to keep it on. And until next time, guys, and as always, take care and thank you so much for watching.